it, isn't
right,
it?
Exactly.
That's what the smart collectors do. All right, so continue to shop with us for that great Cameo coin. We're gonna leave that available for you. But look at this beautiful coin. This is my first time presenting it. I know that we gave a sneak peek a couple of weeks ago of this, but we never physically had the coin in person. But this is a beautiful 2018 Proof 70 first day of issue breast cancer awareness $5 gold coin. And so we want to tell you a little bit about this. You are getting, of course, the coin itself, which is the $5 coin. In the encapsulated case here. This is a very limited edition, I will tell you. It's a limited edition of 523 pieces. Already, people have already been purchasing it. It's totally encapsulated. You get their certificate of authenticity. We include the wooden window box with this as well. But this is very interesting. Is this the first time that
today's the first time that we did this. Now, what this coin is, and let me explain this coin to you. You'll notice this coin looks a little different. And the reason that it looks different is that it is done in rose gold. The United States government has never done by the way, we've already sold 10 of these. The United States government has never done a rose gold coin before. And I need to impress upon you how incredibly important that is for the fact that this is compositionally unique. So the United States government decides to do this breast cancer awareness coin because, I mean, I don't know that there's any of us that have not by either friends or family been touched by the scourge of breast cancer. And so what they did is to raise awareness of this and to raise money. For every one of these coins that was purchased from the United States Mint, $35 went to breast cancer research from this. So there is a nice charitable component with this. And then they released this coin. And while it is a $5 denomination, the normal $5 denomination is about the size of my fingernail there. So this is 2.5 times the gold. And so you've got a very limited edition on this that you're gonna have. Now here's what I got. I got a little $5 gold coin here. That's the normal $5 gold. And I wanna put that in, and I think this is sold out actually. But I just wanted to show you the difference between the color. See how you can see the pink, the rose gold. This is regular gold. That's a regular $5 coin. Look at the size of this coin as well. So 2.5 times the size of that coin, which is critically important.
And by the way, it should, for the record, it should be noted that when we're saying gold, we're meaning real gold, real rose gold.
Real rose gold.
I mean, obviously, that's why the price is $899.95.
Yeah, and
so
when
it's important to.
And I guess I'm not a jewelry person, so I don't know what rose gold is. Actually pure gold with a little bit of copper in it to give it the pink tinge. You have to understand, this is a significant quantity of gold that is contained within this coin. There's like 7 grams of 24 karat gold roughly in this coin to begin with. But so you've got all of those issues with breast cancer awareness, the fact that it's first day of issue. But the key to this, so you have the charitable component, which makes you feel good. But we've got this, which is exclusive to us, okay? And we've got this first day of issue, PR70. West Point Mint. But here's the key to the collectability of this coin. The United States government has never made a rose gold coin or a pink gold coin before and will never make one again. So it is compositionally unique. Now we've put it in the unique holder with the pink insert as well to match the theme. And so what you have got is the opportunity from a numismatic standpoint to own a coin that is compositionally unique. There's only one other coin made by the United States government that is compositionally unique, and that was the Palladium Eagle from last year. If you recall that coin, which sells for thousands of dollars. By the way, they will be releasing another Palladium Eagle this year, so it will no longer be unique compositionally, the only palladium coin. This is and will be the only rose gold coin ever made by the United States government. And in proof, the United States government is doing no more than like probably 25,000 of these particular coins. So that makes it phenomenally rare. But our perfect first day of issue instead is only 500 coins, with this absolutely and positively unique design and the unique composition of rose gold. And that is absolutely critical to the collectability, desirability of this particular coin. Like I said, 2.5 times the gold of a regular $5 gold coin. And then the unique compositional part of this, the fact that it is absolutely, positively unique in the history of American coins. And make no mistake about it, United States of America, this is a $5 gold coin that is the size of a normal $10 gold coin. And like I said, the only time they have ever done pink gold in the history of the United States Mint. And that is what makes this unique. It's what makes it collectible. It's what makes it desirable. And this is just one of those coins that I think will go down as one of the single most collectible coins ever released by the United States government.
I have to add that it's a beautiful coin with the butterfly image and the detailing on one side, and then the image of the two women with, of course, the breast cancer pink ribbon kind of image on the other side. It really is a beautiful choice, and as we've said, the composition of this being real genuine rose gold or pink gold, I think does make it quite exceptional. If you would like to order, our item number is 610130. Wow, you can. It's a significant difference in size.
There's a significant difference in size. And look at the color. Remember, you have to understand the color is important. Because what's going to happen is as we go down the road, and they're going to be, you know, what are the most unique of all American coins ever made by the United States Mint? The rose gold coin made by the United States Mint for this breast cancer awareness will go down as the most unique compositional coin that the United States Mint has ever made, bar none. Absolutely, positively, no doubt about it. And as you can see right there, In God We Trust, Liberty. This is an actual United States government issue coin, and it is the only rose gold coin that the United States government has ever made. You put all of those things together, and it becomes absolutely, positively, incredibly collectible.
Well, we are delighted to see so many of you taking advantage of it. Mike mentioned that we all have been impacted by breast cancer in one way or another, whether a family member or someone that you love or a friend, or maybe it is a passion of yours or a cause of yours that you have taken up. This is a wonderful way for you to be able to own something of intrinsic value here in a coin. The first time it's ever been done in genuine rose gold, so it makes it very special, and we certainly would love to be able to send this out.
And you made the great point. Rose gold isn't like fake gold. It's just actual, real, pure gold with just a little bit of copper in it to make it pink. Yeah.
Because we see a lot of rose gold things
rose colored.
Rose colored.
But this is actual solid rose gold. Right.
This is the genuine article.
But that's absolutely right.
I wanted to be sure that you guys recognize that for certain. I mean, obviously, when you're paying, you know, $900 for coin, there has to be some intrinsic value that's tied to it.
And understand that with our holder with first day of issue certified perfect, this is 100% exclusive to us here at HSN, so you can't get this anyplace else that you're going to have. So you've got the collectability of the limited edition of the coin itself. You've got the charitable component, that $35 from every coin went to breast cancer research. Then you have the secondary part of this, the fact that it's compositionally unique in the fact that this is rose gold. The only pink gold coin that has or will ever be done by the United States government. That's what a normal $5 gold coin looks like. This coin is pink. It's 2.5 times the size of this. It is one of the most unique, and I think will end up being one of the most desirable collectibles that has ever been released by the United States government. You mark my words on this one, folks. They have not done a lot of marketing, I guess, on this. So as this gets out there and people understand its rarity and collectability and desirability, I think you'll begin to understand that this coin is going to be a collectible for the ages because it touches so many points of collectability with the intrinsicness, the uniqueness, the charitable component. You put all of those things together, and this is collectability at an entirely different level.
Well, we want to thank you for your orders, and congratulations if you were able to select this design, 610130. But with that, we are going to leave this available for you. Don't forget, we always encourage you to shop with us.